I've one concrete real-life example to read about Marxist education in practice. This involves the education of Kim Jong-il, the current communist leader in North Korea. Now one of the longest-lived Marxist-inspired states. And it speaks to his education. Quote, Kim Jong-il began studying at Kim Il-sung University in 1960, majoring in Marxist political economy. His minor subjects included philosophy and military science. While at university, he also took production training at Pyongyang Textile Machinery Factory as a road working apprentice and as a worker building broadcasting equipment. Now, from a Marxist perspective, that's perfect, that's beautiful. We have Marxist philosophy, Marxist political economy, military science, actual working in factories, actually working building roads. All of the major buttons here are being pressed. Now, as mentioned before, one very common thing for students in all Marxist classrooms is for students to be wearing uniforms. Uniforms do give one a sense of being part of a group, as part of a social grouping, developing one's sense of being part of a cadre. It takes away any possibility, or certainly lessens the extent to which one can think of oneself as an individual, as unique. And it takes away all of those issues of evaluating people primarily as individuals and all the competition over personal appearances and so forth that can go on. Also, Marxists place a great deal of emphasis on group work. As much as possible, we want students to be working on group projects in social groupings, again, developing them sense that the students in a sense that they are not individuals, that it's not through individual effort primarily, but rather through collective effort that things get done. So, uniforms, group work, and then at the same time, we as teachers are monitoring our students and evaluating our students. Eventually, students will graduate and they will then become part of the society at large. And we do, as much as possible, want to position students to do the kind of work that will be most useful to society. And so we're going to look for students who have certain kinds of aptitudes so that we can direct them toward perhaps military service, towards being farm workers, towards industrial production or engineering, or perhaps those few students who are in a position to have a firm grasp on Marxist political economy and philosophy, those who might go on to assume leadership roles. So there will be a kind of tracking that develops as Marxist education goes on, but nonetheless, even with the tracking, the students will be tracked as groups and they will do their work in groups, and they will have various kinds of uniforms and badges and insignia and so forth that designate their group membership, all at the same time making sure that they're working toward a sense of solidarity with society as a whole.